What? What? What are these? Extreme penis enlargement pills? Huh? What are these?
What do you mean?
What are these?
Those aren't mine.
Yeah, they are. They were on your desk.
No, seriously, those aren't mine.
Yeah, they are.
You think I need that?
Yeah?
Hi guys, and welcome to the video. My name is Alex and I'm a sex coach, and today I am discussing the topic of penis enlargement because we as men hear about penis enlargement everywhere, at least on the internet. You get these ads if you're on these not so wholesome websites that are telling you can take these pills or do these tips or tricks in order to lengthen the penis. So today I'm going over the different ways that you can elongate your unit and kind of going over a risk-reward thing, whether it's worth it, whether you need a long penis in order to be satisfying during sex, and all this other stuff as well. So if that sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned. So to me, there are 4 different penis enlargement categories. There are the over-the-counter drugs or pills that you can take. They are the self-administered physical things like the tugging and pulling that we're all aware of. There are the machines and objects that you can use to physically enhance, like pumps and other those kind of things that are basically the physical lengthening, just not self-administered, it's administered by this equipment that you are buying. And then the 4th option is surgeries, things like that, doctor-administered things. So in this video we're going to go through each kind of method and kind of discuss the risks and rewards, and at the end of the video we're going to bring it all together and see if any of these are actually worth it, if you should invest in any of these, if you should do any of these things at all. So over-the-counter pills and things like that, I mean, there are supplements out there for literally everything, and do they work? Most of them, no. Most of them are either going to give you very expensive pee or are just not effective at all. And especially if you are buying shady pills that are promising you a larger penis, these things are almost guaranteed not to work. And there is actually no scientific evidence, there's no scientific basis in the claims that they make about these compounds or pills or supplements that you are taking that are supposed to lengthen your penis. There are a couple of things that you can take that might enhance erection quality. These are vasodilators, things that will kind of encourage blood flow down there, but in terms of permanent length increases or permanent length changes in general, no, not really. And the other thing you have to watch out for are proprietary blends. A lot of these supplement companies will tell you that they have this proprietary blend where it is kind of this mixture of a bunch of effective ingredients in either erection quality or testosterone or all these kind of things. And basically what proprietary blends allow supplement companies to do is, because it's proprietary, they don't have to give you the actual dosage of what is actually in the pills. Because it's like saying it's KFC's 11 ingredient recipe or whatever it is. It's like saying that it's a secret ingredient basically. And so they can tell you it's a proprietary blend that's supposed to increase the length of your penis, and then it has 1 microgram of every ingredient in it and nothing effective at all, or at a dosage that doesn't do anything at all. And it's just kind of this slimy supplement company way to sell you things and give you promises of penis enlargement and all that kind of stuff. So the risk reward of this, what is the risk? Well, the risk is that you are taking unknown quantities of things, even if the ingredients are listed. Are these things actually effective? Could they have other effects on your body other than penis enlargement? It is pretty much guaranteed that nothing you take is going to change the length of your penis. So you're risking possible health risks, not too bad of health risks, I would say, unless you're taking like super black market pills. There's a slight risk for not really any reward because there's no scientific basis in any of these things. And even on the bottles, they have to tell you that the FDA has not approved any of the claims that they are making on the product bottle itself. So these things, they don't really work. It's kind of snake oil, so watch out for that. The only thing I will say, the plus side to these types of things, these supplements or pills that you can take, is that there could be a placebo effect in terms of erection quality and that kind of stuff. I don't think the placebo effect is strong enough to actually increase the length of your penis, but there is that placebo effect that could affect your erection quality and that kind of stuff. So that would be the one positive to this. Moving on to self-administered things, the pulling, the tugging, the jelqing, all that kind of stuff that you hear about, these techniques that guys do that they can increase the length of their penis. And how effective is it really? It is somewhat effective for some people, and it really depends on how much time you're willing to put into it, how much effort you're willing to put into it. In terms of risks, there are risks that you can tear a ligament or a tendon down there, or you could even burst the dang thing, and then you're in the hospital with a broken penis. So there are some kind of physical risks to that, physical damage that you can cause, and I would say that the risks don't really outweigh the rewards. The rewards are maybe a half of an inch, and that is for an extremely dedicated tugger, someone that is constantly doing this. And if you stretch it out to the extremes, I have seen penises that are completely mangled, look horrible, and a horrible looking penis is going to be way worse for your sexual partner than an attractive penis that just might be below average in size. Moving on to the machines, the equipment that you can use that are basically the same thing as the manual administered things, the self-administered things. So they're basically pulling and tugging on your penis or inflating it in terms of pumps. So they're just kind of creating a lower pressure inside the penis pump, which will kind of fill your penis with blood. And the idea is that you can, if you keep doing this, you can kind of stretch it out like a muscle, like anything else. Then without the pump, it can fill up even more than it used to. So these things, again, the effectiveness is quite low for the amount of time that you have to invest in doing this. You really need to regiment this into your day, like an hour a day, to get any sort of significant results. And again, you run the risk of physical injury, physical damage to your penis. So to me, to gain half an inch or even an inch, is that worth possibly losing the ability to even use your penis, or breaking it, or causing other kinds of stress or ruptures or all that kind of stuff that can happen? To me, no, but I guess you have to weigh that to yourself and see if it's worth it to you. Hopefully by the end of the video, you'll have a better idea. But anyway, moving on to the fourth option, surgeries, things like that. Things that doctors have to do where they actually have to cut your penis open, put things in, inject it with stuff. All of this stuff, again, is very risky. It can cause you to lose sensation in your penis. It can cause you to lose the ability to get an erection at all. These things are fairly new in terms of medical procedure. And to me, just the idea of going under the knife to make your penis bigger, is that risk to reward is not there for me. And again, the reward is a half an inch or possibly an inch. And so you're looking at a crazy surgery on an already fragile body part for not that much of a change or a growth. And so you really have to weigh in your own mind, is this actually worth it? Should I go through this crazy thing and do that? So we've got pills, we've got self-administered physical things, we've got equipment-based physical things, and we have doctor-induced or doctor-administered things to alter the size of our penis. So, is it all worth it? So if I were to go over the risk reward to all of these things, just penis enlargement in general, all of these things are not very effective, if they are even at all. And all of them are pretty risky. You can suffer some pretty terrible injuries. You can render your penis completely useless from some of these things. That should not be taken lightly, because I'd rather have a smaller penis that works than a big penis that doesn't, right? Or is painful, or any sort of thing like that. And the true thing is that we shouldn't even be having these discussions at all. The fact that penis enlargement and all these things exist is a symptom of our culture and society, and porn inducing that into our culture and creating this insecurity for guys that they think that penis size is such an end-all, be-all thing. When in reality, it does not matter. Sex, if you break up sexual pleasure into its two parts, physical and psychological, the physical parts of sex contribute to about 20% of its pleasure. The psychological components, the mental components, that is the other 80% of sexual pleasure. So by focusing on this 20%, doing something drastic to change the size of your penis because you think that it will make a better physical stimulation on your partner, you are investing all of this stuff into the small minority of what sexual pleasure is as a whole. If penis size is something that you are concerned about, then most likely it's because society has told you that. Or you are with some pretty awful sexual partners that don't understand where sexual pleasure lies, and they are willing to say that you are inadequate because of the size of your penis. Sexual pleasure is determined by how aroused, how horny, how present, and how connected you are to your partner and the experience. None of these things have to do with penis size. And honestly, penis size is not that big of a deal. Again, these are porn-induced insecurities and kind of a cultural shift that has happened because of porn. And part of the problem is that when we watch porn when we're younger, we are introduced to the male anatomy and the female anatomy. And the male anatomy we are used to seeing, and the first ones we are ever seeing, are these crazy, huge monster penises that are not representative of the population. And so we get in our heads that, wait, what's on the computer screen is normal, and what I have is way below average, or smaller than that, so how can I ever stack up? Not to mention, in porn, the women are kind of like drooling over penis size, and it's basically seems like that's all women want, is a big penis. And if a woman does just want a big penis, then they're not going to be a good sexual partner. They don't know where sexual pleasure lies. Sexual pleasure lies in the mental aspects mostly. Of course, sex would not happen without the physical component, but without us interpreting that physical component into pleasurable, amazing experiences, then it is just that. It is just a dull physical stimulation that is not going to go anywhere, not going to take you anywhere. So penis enlargement, should you do it? No, I don't think so. You don't have to. No matter how small your penis is, how small you think it is, don't do these things. Don't fall for the snake oils. Don't fall for these tips and tricks they tell you that you can stretch out your penis. And definitely don't go under the knife and do something crazy because you just want a bigger penis. Penis size anxiety is a symptom of our culture and society. It is not a symptom of our sexual endeavors and our sexual pleasure. So keep that in mind. Think about where your penis anxiety is coming from. Really think about it, and then evaluate whether you're going to go through any of these treatments I will say, or drastic measures, or whatever it is to alter the size of your one and only thing you got down there. So anyway, if you like this video, leave me a like. If you are new, please consider subscribing, and you can get more of these videos coming at you at a fairly rapid pace. And anyway, until next time, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you learned something, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.